By the time announcement was made that I had been removed for insubordination, that is the word, insubordination. I have my record of service. My father has his record of service. My grandfather's record of service. We cannot be intimidated by somebody because you're president or you're a governor, and we cannot tell you that you're wrong.
Sanusi, the reinstated Emir of Kano, explaining why he was dethroned by the former governor of Kano State, Umar Ganduje. Ganduje couldn't tolerate criticism from anyone, not to talk of someone that he felt should respect himself and mind his business. Someone like the Emir of Kano or any traditional title holder shouldn't be seen criticizing the governor or the government. That's why Umar Ganduje dethroned Sanusi from power and installed Adebayero. And now that Sanusi has been reinstated by the current governor, they don't want to take it like adults, like Sanusi took it when Umar Ganduje removed him from power. They are fighting dirty, which can lead to a breakdown of law and order in Kano State. That's why Atiku is saying that Tinubu will be held accountable, he will be held responsible if war or any sort of breakdown of law and order in Kano State happens, because he controls the security agents. Without the army, Adebayero wouldn't have been able to fly into Kano State after being dethroned. And now the security agencies are saying that the reinstatement of Sanusi is illegal because of one black market order. Yes, when you think the Nigerian judiciary wouldn't sink any lower, they hit you again to remind you that this is their chosen path, that they can do whatever they like because of monetary rewards, despite the fact that the karma is hitting them directly, not like it is waiting till tomorrow or the next generation to return. Security agents no longer respect judges. They barge into courts, arrest suspects or defendants. The disrespect is so much. But despite all this, the judges continue to issue orders that are very suspect. Imagine that they wrote a petition to a court. They filed that petition on Thursday, 24th of May. And the judge heard the motion the same day, granted the order stopping the reinstatement of Sanusi, and they were issued the certified true copy of the order the same day. All these happened while the judge, who stamped and gave his authority, was vacationing in faraway United States. So it's obvious that the order was purchased. This order cannot be taken seriously because it wasn't argued in front of a judge. A judge issued it in absentia. He didn't hear any of the motion, he didn't hear any petition and the demands made by the petitioners. He just ordered his clerks or assistants to issue it and stamp on his behalf. That shows the impunity that goes on in the Nigerian judiciary when they are supposed to be the last hope of the common man. Anyway, the governor said he will report the judge to the National Judicial Council for gross misconduct. You see, why we are seeing all this is because the current administration, despite performing woefully the past 1 year, they are already in full campaign mode for the 2027 general election. Ganduje said it the other day. In case many people don't realize this, he said that despite the fact that campaigns haven't started, that they are already campaigning and laying foundations for the re-election of Tinubu in 2027. This is a huge insult on Nigerians, a disastrous 1 year. They are not putting in any effort to do something that will turn around the economy. They are just focused on maintaining power in 2027. That's why they are opposing the reinstatement of Sanusi, because he is an activist. It was his activism that cost him his CBN governor job under Goodluck Jonathan. So he understands what is going on. He will never stop telling his people the truth. APC people are aware that if Sanusi is still the emir come 2027, they might not even score up to 200,000 votes. It's very shameful that despite a disastrous 1 year in power, they are only interested in retaining power in 2027. They are not interested in the welfare of Nigerians. They are only interested in themselves and their associates and what they can gain from the system. They never ever want to sacrifice for the country, but they expect poor Nigerians to always be sacrificing in perpetuity. It's a pity that security agencies allowed politicians to use them as pawns in their political games. Why get involved in this kind of matter? They easily deploy their men for civil-related cases, while they are very slow to deploy against insecurity, against bandits. After what happened in Delta State, in Okwama community, where they held sway for more than 1 month, the same thing is happening in Banex Plaza in Abuja. Just because some military men were manhandled in the plaza, they've shut it down for 1 week. One questions, is Nigeria still in a democracy where the military always get involved in civil matters, matters that police are supposed to handle? You see the military men, you see the Air Force, you see the army, everyone tries to get involved. Are we still in a constitutional democracy? So all these are happening under Tinubu's watch. That's why Atiku is calling him out. He's the only one that can control the military. He can call them to order. Let's even assume that he's not aware of what they are doing, how they are inserting themselves in civilian matters. He should call them to order now that he has been made aware. And talking about the legality of the reinstatement of Sanusi by the Kano state government, they followed due process. First, the State House of Assembly repealed the law that Ganduje signed before dethroning Sanusi. After repealing the law, the governor gave his assent, and they tried to stop the process by purchasing a court order from the black market. Meanwhile, during Ganduje's time, they also got a court order that was legally issued, but he refused to obey the court order and went ahead and dethroned Sanusi. So why the hypocrisy now, despite the fact that they know that this order was purchased from a rogue judge who wasn't even in Nigeria when the order was issued? But here we are, they are crying that it is illegal. What makes something legal or illegal? Thanks for watching.